Deep down in the woods, in the most darkest part, you can meet the old, ugly magician with a bone leg, living in the house, standing on chicken legs. She eats kids, torture young, beautiful girls, and bake boys in a big Russian stove. If you're lost in the woods, she will find you and enters to her scary house to cook and eat you for dinner. But is it true? Who actually was that Baba Yaga? What hidden inside her house and why it is standing on chicken legs? Hi, I'm Stacy and we are talking about the other side of Russia. Baba Yaga is the Russian Slavic folklore character, represented as a scary witch. We could used to see her as a negative figure representing evil. That's the perception. That's the stereotype. But was it really like this? So today we will open a bit the shadow of mystery and enter the stories that were hidden for centuries. So take a cup of something strong, make yourself comfortable, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell, not to miss anything. And we are starting. The legend says Baba Yaga lives at the edge of the woods in a house standing on the chicken legs and surrounded by 12 wooden pigs with humans or horses' skulls on it. The woods always represented as something mysterious, dangerous, and hidden from the human eye. That's why all the gods, goddesses, and magical creatures can safely live there. So in Slavic mythology, the dark woods shown as in another world, the world of dead, with no entrance for living. And the Yaga is a symbol, a figure protecting gate to this world of dead. She was depicted as an evil magician, but that's totally wrong. Speaking about the pre-Christianic Slavic Russia, there were no extremely negative meaning of the evil. There were two equilibrium powers, the good and the bad. And they were opposite, but one couldn't exist without another. And the both of them were very important and needed to be treated in a proper way. And it was very necessary to accept and understand both these powers. Only when the Christianity came to the land there appeared some negative connotations of the bad powers. But this actually just the change of perception in the purpose of control, because fear is the best chain. So Baba Yaga was both the good and the bad character, being the guardian and the guide to the world of dead, in that very place where only those who really need to get there could appear. She had many names, Yeginya, Yagbekha, Yagishna, but it was believed that she was that very goddess of forest, beautiful Yeginya, the wife of god Veles. She returned from the dead and was cursed then to be an ugly old woman till the end of ages. This beautiful story was told of one of my previous videos, Amazing Legend of Love and Sorrow. I leave the link right here for you to understand what I'm talking about. Others believe that she was Mara, the goddess of death, defending her world from strangers and saving the order to escape the chaos in both worlds. The big role is given to her house, weird, standing on chicken legs. Some fairy tales represent it as a small wooden house, some depict it as big, with 12 wooden pigs around, but the purpose is the same. This house itself is a gate to another world.
Избушка, избушка, стань к лесу задом, ко мне передом.
Turn your face to me and your back to the forest. Turning its face to the hero and its back to the forest, the hunt opened the entrance from the world of the living to the world of the dead. The mythological image of the hunt is taken from reality. The ancient times, the dead or the dead's ashes were buried in small houses named Domavina. In Ukrainian, the coffin is still called Domavina. The fairy tales emphasize that the hunt is small like a tomb. Baba Yaga, with a bone leg, lies there from corner to corner, with her nose stuck to the ceiling. Coffin houses were placed on high stumps with roots peeking out from the underground, and it seems like such a hunt really stands on. Another version of why these wooden poles were called chicken legs or kurie noshki in Russian is that houses that times, especially in swamp places, were built on such poles which needed the protection from insects and bugs. So they use special herbal mixtures to protect, to fumigate these poles, or akurit. The word itself is very similar to kurie, which most probably means akurini or fumigated. Baba Yaga had one bone leg, like showing that she was a half-deceased, standing on one leg to the world of the dead. Her hair is always loose, and in Slavic pagan Russia, only dead women had the hair loose in the coffin. Also, such essential attributes of Baba Yaga's stupa and pesto has some magical meaning. It was believed that you can green there all the diseases, make there a potion, or in some traditions people green their human bones and ashes after cremation. Also, stupa was used by witches in Russian folklore. One more proof that she was half dead is that she couldn't see the live people entering her hut. The dead can see alive, and the alive can see the dead. It smells like Russian spirit, she's saying, means she can only smell the live person, not seeing him. And this smell of a life is too disgusting for the dead. They could hardly smell it. Coming to Baba Yaga's haunt, a hero, a man should pass a number of tests and difficulties. He should know some magical rituals and tricks to get inside. Turn your face to me and your back to forest, he tells to the haunt. And then he asks Baba Yaga to get him some food. This is very symbolical also, because the living could become visible to the dead only by trying their food. And then, if he's nice, he could ask Baba Yaga for help fighting with some evil creatures like Koshchei or Zmei Gorыныch. Also, the image of Baba Yaga kidnapping kids and eating them was not really right. Originally, Yaga is an old healing mother, the witch of the woods. She tried to take as many orphans to her haunt as she could, but not to eat them, to heal them, and to help them to grow strong and teach them the sacred knowledges. The legend that she baked kids on the stove came from the old Slavic ritual when premature weak babies were half-baked in the oven on a bread shovel. That called обряд припекания. The stove in pagan Slavic tradition represented a kind of reflection of the universe and three united worlds, the heaven, the earth, and the afterlife, as well as the place of communication with ancestors. That's why they asked it for help to save a sick child. At the same time, they associated the birth of the child to baking bread process. So in the classic version of underbaking, the child was coated with the rye dough, and only rye dough, with the mouth and nose free. The dough, by the way, was not a simple one, but with the water brought at the dawn from 3 wells, preferably by a female healer. The baby was placed on the bread shovel, tied to it, and sent 3 times for a short period into a warm, not hot, into a warm stove with no fire. It was important to say something, for example, припекись, собачья старость, or just to have a dialogue that helped to keep the rhyme of sending and returning the child from the stove. So represented as a monster, evil witch, Baba Yaga appears as being strong and wise guardian, protecting the gate to the world of the dead, Тридесятое царство. Her character was changed in times, showing the wars and pity. Not many know what is hiding behind this image of an evil magician trying to bring pain and fear everywhere she goes. And what, guys, did you think about this Baba Yaga? Previously, this is very interesting to know your perception of those fairy tales. Give this video thumbs up or down as you feel it to be. Hope you guys enjoy it. And I'm leaving you now for so long. See you in the next video. Bye!